Yo, what's up everyone? Colby Cheese here with another commentary of a ranked game. This is actually one of my promo matches to Gold 1, and I am playing on some Nasus. Now, I don't like to play jungle that often because I just prefer to pick mid if I possibly can. That is not always going to be the case though, so when I do jungle, I like to play jungle Nasus. I really like Nasus a lot, and I've got a super good win rate on him. Actually, a better win rate than most of my mids, but then again, I haven't played as many games on him, so that may or may not even out. Although, I do feel like I play a pretty good jungle Nasus, and he's actually very simple to play. There's a couple of tricks with him, and I'm hoping to highlight that in this game. Now, this may not be like, I don't know if this is the closest game. It's not like a really long game, but it does highlight kind of like how to play jungle Nasus, and I thought I would show it to you guys. So for those of you who really need an easy jungler to play, someone who doesn't require a lot of learning, just, once you get a few of his tricks down, you can actually become a very strong jungler. Nasus is one of the better champions to play in the jungle, in my opinion. He can push towers extremely well, and he's a big threat in the game as long as you build tanky enough and you just walk up, you slow down their carry, boom, you start attacking people. He does a lot of work. So I like to take up the blue or whatever it is. I actually go to the red if I'm on blue side, whatever side that I can have my bottom lane help me with, and then I'll continue on up towards the top lane. And I looked around. Normally I'll go gank at level 3 if I can. You take your E, you max your E first on Nasus. Normally when you top lane on Nasus, you're going to take your Q first, but E first in the jungle because it does a lot of damage and allows you to farm really quickly, which is the main thing that you want to do on Nasus. And also what you want to do is you don't do a lot of damage with the Q since you're maxing your E first, so you have to watch the minion's health. And what you want to do is when you hit your Q, you see how much damage it does, the little red numbers that pop up. And, oh, there we go. I do come down for a little bit of a gank. I get a flash out, a little bit of damage on the Leona, so not a gank, but it was, or not a successful kill, but it was definitely a successful gank because I did get that flash, and that's going to make it so Leona can't use that aggression later on with her flash, whatever. So anyways, I'm going to shove out the lane, take a little bit of my Obama attacks. Always as a jungler, you want to get as much lane XP as possible. My goal on Nasus is to level up to 6 as quick as I can because there's a really cool trick that you can do once you get level 6 on Nasus, and I'll show you that here pretty shortly. Now I'm going to come up to the mid lane, see if there's any gank potential there. He's really too far back. It's kind of hard to gank on Nasus if, if they're going to be able to get away easy. He also had a shadow up, so I'm just going to come in and go ahead and do some farming. Now again, watch the minion's health, and you want to get off that Q because you want to farm that Q as much as possible. Obviously, it's not going to be as much as if you were in the solo lane, so you need to get every opportunity to get that Q as you can. Early game, you need to watch it. I think you get like 150 damage or something like that on your Q. So you wanna do an auto attack and then Q. It resets your auto attack, so get that Q off as much as you can, and that'll help you to level up as Nasus. I guess it should speed up since I'm in the jungle. Now I'm gonna come up to the top lane, just flowing through the jungle. I noticed that he's a little bit low here, so I want to help out. Now he should not have. This is a mistake on Jarvan's part. Jarvan could have gotten destroyed right there. In fact, he almost does. Luckily, he stays alive, gets ignited and stuff like that. But he should have let me walk into the bush and let him engage on me, and then Jarvan should have stayed back. And after he used like his jump or whatever, then Jarvan should have went in, and it would have been a lot more successful. In fact, we might have gotten the kill that way. I'm not really sure, but that's the main thing. Don't give up a kill just because your jungler's coming in a gank. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shove the lane in. I know that this guy may want to like sit here and farm a little bit freely, and Jarvan would lose a lot of this CS, and Jarvan just hit 6 in fact. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shove it up, give myself some experience, farm my Q up a little bit, shove it to the turret, so the turret starts to shove it backwards, and hopefully it'll start to even back out once Jarvan gets back to the lane. Now I'm going to back off and get up a couple of items. Of course, you're going to be picking up the Spirit Stone first. That is the item for Nasus. Depending on the game, they have a lot of AD, so I'm going to probably go for a gauntlet first, but sometimes I'll go for the Spirit Visage if they have a lot of ability power damage. Now, I'm going to go for this blue. I'm not going to give it to the Fizz. I like to actually take the second blue for a lot of reasons. By the time you get the second blue, you should be hitting level 6 off of this, actually, and you'll see what I do here. This is not always the safest thing to do, but I'm going to go ahead and try and pull it off because I don't think that they had any wards here in the Baron, so I'm going to go straight from the blue, level 6, boom. What you do is you pop your ultimate, you can solo dragon, no problem. Now, I did make the mistake of using my smite, I think, or wait, do I have, no, I have smite, so here we go, booyah. Super fast dragon, easy to do, level 6, Nasus, solo it. They don't even know what's happening. Make sure you take the timer and you start taking dragon control right away. You notice we've got only 1 kill, but now with dragon we're quite a bit ahead on the gold, and so it's all about objectives. When I play Nasus in the jungle, it's all about objectives. All I care about is taking turrets, taking dragons, and winning the game, and that's probably why I have such a good win rate on this Nasus. Now I'm going to come around, get a little bit of farm off onto the creeps here. Once you start getting your E, you're going to almost instantly kill the small race. So you put your E down, instantly push Q, and get that little attack off. So Fizz was trying to go all in right here. He actually made a mistake. He saw the Warwick come in right here, and then he saw Warwick go back in the bush. He was like, okay, I guess Warwick's leaving, but that's dumb. Obviously, Warwick's going to wait around for you. And so Fizz like decided to full-on engage this far in. He should have waited until Warwick showed himself in another lane before he decided to go ham like that, and that cost him the kill. So I just wanted to point that out to you guys. Now, I probably could have grabbed a kill here if I flashed and queued, but I wasn't 100% sure of how much damage I would do, so I decided to go ahead and save my my flash and just shove him out of the lane and push it and trying to get as much experience as possible here. So once again, taking the attacks, shoving up the lane so that the Zed actually loses CS, and I'm going to do as much damage as possible. Again, I'm Nasus jungle. My goal is to attack turrets, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm going to back off, keep shoving the lane, see if I can get some more damage onto it, but we get Warwick to come in here. He decides to come in a little bit later. He should have been holding lane, to be honest, but he decides to get out of there. And look at this. The Zed comes back in, and I guess he doesn't realize how much damage potential we have, so I slow him down. Fizz is able to get in range. Booyah, we get the kill. I'm like, okay, not sure what you're going for there, buddy, but that actually makes everything okay. And I'm going to come back in here, farming the jungle once again, going for some more, farming up that Q as much as I can. Booyah. I attacked the small one because once you put your E down, all you got to do is auto attack, and then auto attack reset with your Q. You get that damage, and you're good to go. All right, so now I've got my Spirit Stone, or Spirit of the Ancient Golem. Oops. Where'd I go? Oh, there we go. Farming really fast there. Okay, sorry. So got that, and then I'm gonna go for the armor boots. Again, they have a lot of AD, so I'm gonna go for the armor boots, and then for a gauntlet, I'm gonna go ahead and put down a ward. I noticed he's walking up here, so they obviously have a ward somewhere. They see me. I don't know where they have a ward. Okay, they had a ward right there, so they saw me coming in. Either way, I was just wanting a ward so I can see that Warwick in the jungle, and I noticed that he's going in. Oh, wow, he actually dodged the damage from Earth there, but, oh, wow, Fizz gets away with, like, no health. Oh, my goodness, he just barely escaped out of there, but we get the kill, no problems, and so that was really nice for our Fizz. Honestly, Zed deserved that kill. Like, that was a really good juke from using his ultimate to dodge out the damage from Earth. Anyways, I'm going to shove out the lane once again and take the turret, it looks like, because Warwick decided to farm the jungle a little bit. He probably could have come in here. I think he was trying to kill off the creeps and then ult me so that the turret would do damage, but I killed the turret in time. So that's what I do on Nasus once again. So we've got a pretty good little gold lead here. Like I said, I'm taking the dragon, taking the mid turret now. I'm going to probably start focusing on the other lanes to get those other turrets. Now, I'm out of mana, so I'm going to go ahead and take this blue again. And, honestly, blue is good to go on your mid laners for the most part, but if you're out of mana and you're going to have to like back out and you're going to avoid being able to be useful to the team, then take the blue. Here, I wouldn't have even been able to come back in here and help out right here if I had not taken that blue. I would have had to go back. But in this case, I'm able to come in here and put the slow down, put lots of damage, get some Qs off, and we get a kill for our Tristana. Totally worth it in that particular case. So I'm going to back off. Looks like Dragon is up. Perfect timing, in fact. And so I'm going to take this easy peasy, no problem. My smite's down, but I don't really care because we've already grabbed a couple of kills and stuff. And I'm going to run in here. They see me once again. I guess I walk past a ward or whatever. I don't know. Who cares? So I'm going to leave. I wanted to go for that red buff, but since Zed coming in there, I didn't want to do anything stupid, make a huge mistake. I'm going to grab the red here on my own jungle. And you see, I actually waited there. I could have killed that with an auto attack. I don't know. I had it sped up so you couldn't see very well, but I waited so that I can get the Q off to farm that Q. Every little bit counts with jungle Nasus, because like I said, you're not going to have as much farm when you're in the solo as when you are in the solo lane, so you want to get as many opportunities as you can to farm out the Q. Once again, shove the top lane. I noticed that the Jarvan backed, and I didn't see anyone in the lane, so I wanted to go ahead and get some damage on the turret. Unfortunately, Rengar gets back, so I'm not able to do that. Just going to flow back through the jungle and come back around and see if I can get a kill onto this Rengar. Looks like he's getting really low. I popped my ultimate because I wasn't sure if he was going to go stealth, and I wanted to use the damage over time for my ultimate, but whatever. He didn't even have a chance. He just got wrecked. And that's going to be a free turret for us. I'm pretty sure there's nothing they can do to stop us from taking this turret. So, boom. Mid turret down, top turret down. I've got 2 dragons. I'm already snowballing this game, and I've only helped with like 2 kills. But I mean that's good enough as it is. But the fact that I got 2 dragons and 2 turrets, that's what's really like hugely snowballing this game for us. Now I don't know what Jarvan was going for. I wanted to steal their blue, but he goes absolutely ham, and all the way up in their base, 1v4. I don't know what he was thinking. Complete ham, and I'm like, dude, I am not helping you. That is retarded. If I tried to go help him right there, I wouldn't have done anything, to be honest. Like I would have walked in, auto-attacked someone, wouldn't have gotten a kill, and then we would have both died, and they would have gotten my red buff. So absolutely no good things coming from that. I'm going to try and help this Fizz out by slowing him down there Looks like Fizz does kind of make it out for a little bit, but they're too tanky. Well, I mean, Fizz has no life, so he's trying to juke this out. He almost jukes it, but he doesn't have his tricks for cooldown up. He might have been able to wait just a little bit for them to get closer to the bush and then Q out, and he might have made it out. That probably would have been the better juke for him. Alas, they get the kill. Doesn't really make that big of a difference. You'll notice that I almost have my gauntlet built up here. So I got the Sheen and the Glacier Shot. Now I'm really going to be able to shove turrets even harder now that I've got that extra damage from the Sheen. So unfortunately we do lose our mid turret, so Warwick did a good job of shoving that down now that Fizz was not alive to hold it. But I'm going to shove it out myself once again and then probably head down, get blue for Fizz this time since I'm full mana. This time I'm going to give it to him. Like I would like to give blue to him every time, but if it's more beneficial for me to take it, obviously I'm going to take it. And there we go. Boom, we get a double kill for, I guess, Tristan, wait, blue team double kill? Oh, yeah, okay, so they get a double kill. That sucks. Either way, I'm just going to farm here as much as I can, get that Q built up, and then shove the lane once again. They're trying to back on the bottom lane, so I'm going to go ahead and go for this turret. I'm like, screw it, you guys leave, I take a free turret. That's what I do on Nasus. And speeding it up, we're just going to keep on shoving in the jungle, taking as much as I possibly can. I can't really leave one minion there because my E kills all of the stuff. Like one E kills the entire small wave of creeps or whatever. So can't really do that cool trick, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm going to come around here, clear the blue so I'll know when it comes back up. And I see that they're chasing this Warwick, so I'm going to come around the backside. Looks like they get a kill onto the Rengar, and now Warwick is screwed, and I'm just going to slow him down. Boom! Do a little bit of damage. Put on the E for the damage there. Oh, it looks like Janna grabs the kill. Damn it. Oh well. I wanted Fizz to have that. Not a big deal. Zed gets a shutdown onto a Tristana bottom. That's not a big deal. I'm just going to keep on shoving here. And look, I don't even care about, like, there's nothing he can do. If he tries to stop this, he's going to go down really fast. And once again, we grab another turret. So this is it. This is literally every game that I play on Nasus jungle. You know, I've lost a few games, but not many. Like, I think I did have like a 90% win rate for a while. I think it's went down to like 80% now or something like that. But as long as you focus on having the timers of all the buffs, like the dragon, you try and take it as soon as you get level 6, and then take it every time after that, and just keep having that map control and keep pushing the turrets. Like every chance you get, if you see a turret that you can potentially go attack a few times, you want to go attack it. That's really my best advice for jungle Nasus. Take turrets, win games. And so let's speed this back up. What is the next thing? Basically, I think I'm telling everyone, hey, dudes, we need to group up and go take mid, because literally mid is the only turret left. I'm like, all right, I can shove out top really quickly. Just go group up. I remember typing this in chat. I'm like, group up mid. I'll be right there. I'm gonna shove out because I can shove really fast. Now that I've maxed my E on Nasus, it's like you can shove so quickly. And then I noticed that there's a little bit of a fight breaking out over here. Rengar gets completely caught. I think he tried to go onto the Tristana. Wasn't able to get the kill because he's not fed enough. Normally Rengar actually should be able to like destroy, but our Tristana's actually pretty far ahead, I think. And so we get a double kill there. And I'm like, all right, gonna take me a nice little blue buff there. Triple kill for our Fizz, and I'm not even gonna chase that. I'm not gonna chase that Warwick. I don't know what Warwick is doing. He's like, well, I'm gonna go take your top turret because I'm cool. I'm like, I don't care. You can take that. We're gonna take an inhibitor and 2 turrets. So screw you, bro. And this is what I do, man. Like, you can take stuff so fast as Nasus, and you're so tanky that I'll just brute force my way in here. Like everyone wanted to back right here, and we probably should back in most situations. But I'm like, screw it. I'm gonna take this freaking turret because look how fast I kill that turret, dude. I don't even care. Look, the turrets, they can't do any damage to me. I've already got armor built up. I mean, what's up? I'm Nasus. What are you going to do? And look at this. I see that the Graves uses dash to try and catch up to us. So I turn around, put the slow onto him, and I know we have a lot of damage, and we can turn this around so easy. So since Warwick is not even there, I'm like, screw it. Well, let's fight. Like, why should we not fight? And I'm going to go. Look, I'm like, you know what? Screw the fight. I'm just going to go ahead and shove these creeps down, and we're going to take another turret. And that's pretty much it, guys. We win the game right here. Like, that's it. That's Jungle Nasus for you. Take turrets, win game. So hopefully you guys enjoy this really short commentary. I know it was not extremely like close game or anything like that, but a lot of times when you play Nasus, if you take objectives as fast as I do, it probably won't be a close game. You're going to win the game fast. So that's it. I'll see you guys around for the next one. Hopefully you like this. If you do, show me your support by pushing that like button. Thanks. Appreciate it. And subscribe if you want to see more if you haven't already. I'm Cheezy. Peace out.